I bet you.
Girls, welcome back to the Locker Room Banter podcast show.
Well, the ladies are always welcome.
They most certainly are. We are on episode 56. 56. En my español. Sí.
Yeah, man. Hey, we got to do a correction.
What happened?
You fucked up last episode.
What I said?
This is officially the second episode of this year.
For real? You kidding me?
Yeah, the 54 was the episode we dropped on New Year's Eve.
Oh, shit. I guess because we were speaking into the new year, so... This is the second one right here?
This is the
Not the
official
third?
second episode. Yep.
Correction. You heard it here first. Okay, well, we are now on our second episode of 2021. Yeah, man. How you feeling over there?
2021 has its ups and downs, but so far, it like we're gonna be all right.
Yeah,
like we're gonna be all right.
We're gonna be all right.
We're gonna be all right. So,
that's a good way to sum it up. Anything new over there on your end?
Same old. Going through working and all that good stuff. Job kicking my behind, but it looks like it's coming down a little bit. Just kind of, those holiday breaks. Whenever you get those days off, to come back and kick you behind. So I think with all the holidays and stuff passes, it's been fairly smooth for the most part.
All right.
What about you, bro?
Shit, I mean, hey, pretty much the same. I was away for the holidays. I came back. I thought I had that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh shit!
I thought COVID tried to take me out. Boy, we was about to be, from 3, 2, 1. But nah, I actually, you know how it goes. You catch a cold nowadays, and everybody think you got COVID. So just to make sure the world was safe, myself, family, and the job, I went ahead and did get tested. So I've been tested already once for this 2021, and I did come out with negative results. I was good to go after about a day and a half, but. It hit me fast. I think it was just jumping from Florida back to Georgia. The environment changed, weather changed, and I caught a little bug, but that shit was over with fast.
Well, I'm glad that you're feeling better. I'm
glad
you didn't bring that shit in my house.
Hey, man. But no, I had already had results before we had that first episode, so that was well before that.
All right, well, that's good.
Nah,
That's good.
I definitely, I said it on the last episode, but I know.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, I'm glad you're feeling good and feeling back to yourself. You back on your gym workouts? What's up? All right, hey, I'll kick you out. I'll get some Lysol.
You still, in 2021, we still can't even play cough. Like, fuck that. You can't even play cough. That shit ain't even a joke no more. But no, I'm back in there, man. Actually, me and the wife been going a lot lately. Like
so that's right. You did say that the wife trying to get on this plan.
Yeah, she feeling herself now. Her transformation's happening way faster than we both thought could happen.
OnlyFans coming soon.
You know what I'm saying? Bruh.
OnlyFans coming soon.
When I tell you that's what she on right now, every other day. Another Amazon package come in with some more lingerie. She is feeling
lingerie.
Herself.
Oh, OnlyFans coming soon.
So I'm like, I only seen pictures.
Monique.
I only seen pictures like 2 of these lingerie. So who the hell? What these other lingerie?
You
ain't
wearing this lingerie for me.
You know what I'm saying? So that it's funny, but it's like I'm glad to see she's getting that confidence because we all. That's one thing. Hey, if you take our confidence, you took a lot. So in other words, she rocking right now, but.
That's good, man. That's good. I had a question for you, but I just skipped my damn mind. Damn, I forgot what I was about to. Oh, yeah. Martin Luther King weekend. Normally you have something planned, man.
Yeah.
How you feel? Now you about to see how I felt.
Bro.
Shout out to Dallas and the fucking Gatlinburg crew. I hate all y'all niggas because y'all niggas never invite me.
You're right, bro. You're right.
This is the first year that you've actually missed out on the cabin trip.
Bro, I told my wife I felt empty. You know what I'm saying?
And now you see how I've been feeling for the past 5 years. I mean, 6 years.
For y'all listeners who don't, haven't followed us for the last few years, every MLK weekend, me and at least a dozen or more of us, it's not me heading it. So let me give a shout out first off to the header of this whole thing. Shout out to my dog Killer, Brandy, and her husband Chris. They put this thing together. They've been at this thing well over 10 plus years. Where we would have been I think 6 this year, but we had to call it off this year. But this is my first year, like Watt said, missing it in over 5 years. And I felt horrible for 2 reasons. One, because this was my favorite vacation no matter what, because we all shack up in the cabins for a whole weekend, drink, do everything you could think of under the sun, watch movies, and it's during football playoff season. So the fellas get to watch that. You can go hike, you can mountain climb, anything you want to do. But you don't have to do shit. That's the best part about it. You could just stay your ass in the cabin and just, gain weight like a motherfucker. But I
can't speak on this.
You right, but you've heard and you've seen videos.
Whatever.
But I'm also disappointed. I'm also disappointed because I let my dog Dallas down because Dallas, he was this is his third year if I'm not mistaken, and he's my guest, which means he looks forward to seeing me and Monique. Him and Donna look forward to seeing me and Monique. So I can only imagine us not being there probably left a little void there, and I'm sorry about that for everybody who missed us. But
ain't nobody miss y'all. Them niggas had a blast.
When I tell you,
them niggas had a blast. You know what? You saw the footage. They had a blast.
They had a blast, but I know I was missed. You know why? Because I got FaceTimed every day while they were there. So I'm like,
they wanted to gloat, just like y'all be doing me. They wanted to gloat. That's why.
Yeah, Killer did do that to gloat. Like, look what we doing over here. I'm like, man, fuck y'all. But playing spades, they had a mean pool this year with like this kind of infrared light shit going on there. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I am upset I missed it. So you're right. There was a big void. There is already a big void in my 2021 because that's usually how I start my year off.
Yeah, good, nigga. Now you see how I've been feeling for the past 6 years.
Hater, damn, nigga. Shit. That was good. It's so serious, too.
Good. Nah, hey, man. So let's get into it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 56, man. We got a lot to kind of hit up on today. I mean,
okay.
Of course, ain't no real music or nothing dropped, but a lot of stuff has been happening over the past couple weeks, man.
Yeah,
Of course, we got to start it off by giving a dedication, not even dedication, but in remembrance of.
Yeah.
So you want to kick it off?
Sure, man. I mean, today's the 26th. On the 24th, if I'm not mistaken.
Today's the 27th.
Today's the 27th. You're right. On January 24th, 2020, we lost a legend, a GOAT, Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi, along with some others in a horrible helicopter crash. And I mean, we've relived it every day, it feels like, but we just made that yearly mark, and this just shows you how fast a year can go by. But, hey, man, the pain is nonetheless still the same. I'm sure NBA is still going through their struggles, dealing with it. It's like you still think of Kobe as retired, but not past. That's how I look at it. Whenever you say, like, Kobe, I get sad, but it's like, damn, he's not in the league anymore. But it's like, even worse, he's not with us anymore, But, yeah.
And his, like, Kobe just himself, like, what he represents, his competitive nature,
oh, yeah.
Touched everybody, not just in the game of basketball, but in the game of life.
Yep.
Tennis, soccer players, everybody
race
pretty
car
much been doing
drivers,
dedications and stuff.
Overseas, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere. Over in China, he was a huge deal. Obviously, we know they play Dream Team in different countries and whatnot, but yeah, man, you really can't, he's a household name. I mean, even your kids know who Kobe are, your grandparents know who Kobe is, and it's just sad, he's gone, and hate to keep talking about it, but it is what it is. He's a fucking legend, So
he is a legend. He is a whole legend, man. So shout out to Kobe Bean, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Kobe Bean.
Yes,
and
sir.
I was about to ask you something else, but hey, man, I'm getting old, man.
I
can't keep keeping up with.
It's funny.
Man.
When I was in Orlando with my parents, we talked about that right there. I told my mom, I said, you know what, Mom? Don't worry. Don't feel bad about forgetting things. I said, because I know if I forget things and I'm only in my 30s and you're, twice my age, I know you forget a lot. Because I told her during the podcast, I'll have a whole thought and I'll be like, you know what, Watts? I lost my whole train of thought.
Exactly.
And it just leaves, like, gone. Not even distracted. It's just gone. So
exactly, man. So
I ain't mad at you,
bro. Shout out to Kobe. Shout out to Gigi. And, you're a legend. You're never gonna die. You're gonna be remembering you forever.
Big
At
facts.
least as long as we are. And also shout out to Vanessa Bryan, man. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay.
Prayers out to them. I know they made like a big post saying that they didn't really want any memorials or anything out there because the family's still grieving and all that stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They want to kind of dig it back up. So shout out to Vanessa Bryant and her family. I can't remember the other daughter's name, but yeah, man, praying for y'all still.
Always, yep.
Yeah, man. We also lost a couple other legends.
Yeah.
A couple other legends in the game, man. So we got to go ahead and give it up, man. One of my all-time favorite baseball players, and I know I didn't necessarily grow up watching him.
Exactly.
But my dad,
my
dad pretty much raised me on baseball because he always wanted me to be a baseball player. So shout out to Hank Aaron, man, who died at the age of 86. I'm not sure if it was COVID related with him or not, but Larry King, we also lost another legend. Reporter Larry King died at the age of 87, man. It was almost like it was a back-to-back.
Yeah, because I didn't even know about Larry King, honestly. Like, I mean, I knew now, but days later, I didn't know.
Yeah,
it
was like back-to-back, like, damn, bro, we losing two legends, man.
Yeah.
But, I mean, shout out to them, man. Yeah, man, y'all going to be missed, and y'all are both legends in your sport, your respective arenas, your sports, news analysts and everything, because you pretty much paved the way for everybody.
Larry King, right?
Now. Larry King,
yeah,
and
big
Hank
time.
Aaron.
Yeah, exactly.
They paved the way for everybody.
And Hank
pioneers
really,
in the game.
Hank really showed y'all, just to give a little, piece on him, how, one, you came through all the racism that went down when his, when he was looked down on as far as being a black American in, baseball, MLB, period. But then outside of that, to to still have a career after that, and then to be a political leader, and then not political leader, but a civil rights leader, and to be so many more things even outside of baseball. So there's no Jordan, there is no anyone that's succeeded. There's no Kobe if there isn't someone like Hank Aaron to show you that even after sports you can still be great in camera. You know what I mean? So
that is a fact. And Larry King pretty much just laid out how to be true to your profession with his news reporting and everything like that, man. So 2 legends. Gone, not forgotten, but you will be missed. I mean, so hey.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get into some trending topics, man. We got a lot of stuff going on right now, man.
Yeah.
The first one that I kind of want to get into, man. Hey, you heard about that?
No.
So your boy Dwayne Wade, right? We talked about this last week, right?
Okay.
We talked about it last week, but him and Gabby went on their little reunion vacation trip.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that him and Gabby were in a hotel room and posted a picture with Gabby in a robe and Dwayne Wade behind her, butt ass naked, like they just got done fucking some shit.
Wow.
Excuse my language.
Hey man, it is what it is. Shit.
But I told you about that, right? You remember I telling him about you that? You don't be paying attention.
No, I do.
But so now there's thoughts. I guess he started a trend to like all these other celebrity couples being kind of simulating that picture, kind of mimicking that picture.
Fuck your wife challenge.
Now Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union is thinking about doing a OnlyFans.
Wow. So it sounds like fucking porn to me, but okay.
It doesn't have to be porn.
It doesn't. I know, man, but it's like
I told you before, man. I hate that they trying to utilize OnlyFans for other stuff than what it's intended for. What the original purpose of it was.
I don't know, man. Okay, so next question, obviously. If they get that popping, are you subscribing?
I don't subscribe to anybody on OnlyFans. I get all my OnlyFans content off of Reddit.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
You don't even know what Reddit is,
bro.
do you?
You put me on Reddit to see a certain somebody. To see a certain somebody on Reddit that I was like, oh, you said on Reddit? Because, I knew that there was OnlyFans out there. We assumed so. But then you was like, did the research already. There's a Reddit. There's a Reddit there. I can't do it, but yeah. But shout out to you, Reddit. Yeah, shout out to you.
I get all my OnlyFans content on Reddit for the free ski.
And it's funny because I like, what the fuck is Reddit? Isn't it? It has nothing to do with that.
Reddit could be anything. Honestly, Reddit is probably great, like for any research purpose and conversation stuff. It's like a Clubhouse version where it's voice people's networking and all that stuff, but it's actually in a written form. You can go through and research anything that you really want to. Okay. So if you want to research stock market, they'll have a whole conversation thread about how to learn more about stock market.
Yeah.
How to have a whole conversation about how to set up computers, how to rewire your whole network, rewire your car, and all that stuff. Reddit, you can really use it for anything, and that's the reason why Serena Williams' husband is rich as he is. He's the creator of Reddit.
Oh, say less. Enough said. Damn.
He's the creator of Reddit.
Well, shout out to you.
Yeah, man. So
a hidden gem right there, fellas. Reddit.
Yeah, man. What other topics we got out here? Busted Challenge is turning up. Have you heard about it?
No, I just showed Monique about it today. She didn't know what it was.
But I told you about the Busted Challenge. We talked about the Busted Challenge.
Yeah, because the song came on, the radio, and I was like, yeah, that's for the little challenge going on. And I showed her so she can understand what was going on.
It's turning up now.
I think she might try to do a Busted Challenge while I'm gone.
With that lingerie on, she just might.
You know what I'm saying?
She just might. So I got to show you the latest Busted Challenges that has entered the room.
Uh-oh. Still shout out to our homies for doing the Busted Challenge. Shit.
Shout out. I'm not saying that name.
I'm not going to say it, but that's why I say our homies.
So Jordan Woods has entered the challenge.
Okay.
We got to show you this. We got to get. We're going to do this on a scale of 1 to 10.
All right.
Jordan Woods, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate the 10 being the greatest? That you like it.
Okay.
How would you rate Jordan Woods' Busted Challenge?
All right, let's see. I'm giving her an 8.
You giving her an 8?
I'm giving her an 8.
Jordan Wood has an 8.
I loved it, but I just, I've actually seen, of course we've seen better ones, but still, I like it. But I have never been as big a fan as hers as the rest of the world.
I've never been a big fan as her either, man.
But I like that. Yeah, she did that.
All right.
I gave Dredd a 10 though. But go ahead.
Did Dredd do one? I ain't see Dredd. But anyway.
I said Dredd.
Dredd. Oh, stupid. Oh, Lord. I ain't getting into that conversation. Anyways.
Get out of 10 though. But
I ain't getting into the conversation. Anyways, one of the latest entries into the Bust It Challenge has been Chloe Bailey. I don't know who you know Chloe and Holly is. They're the ones that be on Grownish, the twins that be on. They're not twins, but the sisters that on Grownish. Mm-hmm. They were considered to be Beyonce's. I guess they still are. Like the proteges coming up into the music industry. Okay. Chloe and Holly's been doing their own thing. They've been sharing an Instagram page for the past however many years. Recently, within the past week or so, Chloe's gotten her own page. And she been turned up in that bit.
Well, let's see.
She been turned up. So she has entered the Bust It Challenge with her Bust It Challenge.
Oh, yes.
Scale of 1 to 10.
I didn't know who that. I know that. I didn't know who that was, but yes, she gets a 10. A 10. 10.5. Oh, 10.5. Because someone posted that in a group chat, bro. That's how I know I'm out of sync with the world. I didn't know who she was. I thought it was just somebody. Sheesh.
Scale of 1 to 10. Chloe is
10.5.
All right.
10.5.
All right, I got some more.
That's how I know, because I didn't even know who she was, and I gave her a 10. Until now, you tell me who she is. I'm like, oh, that's who that is. Okay.
All right, so now we have a couple more Busted challenges.
We watch that later. Go ahead.
Slim Santana. You don't know who that is. I know you don't know who it is. I don't know who it is, but it's just a random person who's had answers the Busted challenge. Okay. Scale of 1 to 10. Where are we going to rate Slim Santana on the Busted challenge?
Whoa. What just happened here? What just happened here? Oh. You see how he did me? Because he knew good and well I didn't know what the hell was about to happen.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, just for the boldness, I have to go with a 10. Have to go with a 10.
The technique guy.
Yes, exactly. Bro was dead. She already took his soul down there. He was out of there. Soul gone.
All right. Now we have another entry, Real Cali Baby, who has entered the challenge.
All right.
Scale of 1 to 10.
You sure it's going to...
Scale of 1 to 10.
I don't know who could top that one. Oh, I see it through the towel. I'm scared, bro. She about to scare me. This might be a dude. Hey. That's a 10 as well. They get 10s, bro. You gotta send me those. I gotta show the wife.
So on the ranking,
I gotta show the wife.
You gotta put them in order. Who's 1, 2, 3?
It still goes. It gotta go Chloe.
Chloe number 1.
Chloe, then Slim, then Top Dog right there. Whoever
Cali Baby,
Grapefruit Girl was right there. And then I'll go with Jordan. Yeah. Damn, Jordan, you was that bad. You came in last.
Hey, I'm just telling you.
You got to get your Jordan. You better get you a celeb on the other side of that Busted challenge or something.
The Busted Baby is turned up, and we have some contestants out here just.
Shit.
Getting off the chain.
Yeah, you caught me off guard with those. I ain't gonna lie.
I had to do it, bro.
Highly entertaining, though.
I had to spice it up a little bit, man.
Just for y'all listeners, when we go over some of our topics, there's notes that we make, and he has the Busted challenge turns up, and that is perfectly put. It turned up a whole level. I'm like, I thought this shit was dying away. I guess the fuck not.
Yeah, man. So another challenge that's kind of popped up is the Junebug challenge. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
All right, go ahead and search Junebug challenge on your phone and tell me what your thoughts is about it.
All right, Junebug challenge. Shout out to my homeboy Junebug.
This is the new. Well, I'll go ahead and show you what the top one is. This is kind of basically like a dance challenge. I guess I don't know where it came from, but this is basically people just going around and doing this dumb dance. I think this is probably the stupidest one that I've seen in a while. But here you go. This is one example of one.
Oh, that shit. Yeah. I know what that is. I got a homeboy. That's all he do is post them shit. Yeah.
Where did that come from? Do you know
the song?
No, I'm saying where did the challenge come
from? I don't know. I just seen one of my boys. He does that. That's what he's doing, that TikTok shit all day. And that song come on. He be in the store fucking people. Like he'll go to a random customer and just be like, and then I don't know, bro.
That's a bitch one, ain't it?
Yeah, those.
That's a Corvette challenge that you talking about.
Is it
the one where you jump at people?
Yeah,
that's a Corvette one. I think. You know, all these challenges is just crazy.
Yeah, I mean they're weird as fuck, but this is Junebug, ain't it?
Okay.
Yeah, hold on, let me go back to.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, I thought that was a Corvette challenge where they'd be like, bitch.
No idea, but whoever the song that is.
Hopping in the other Corvette, that one. What they do this one? Corvette. Wait, hold up. Where you go? That's what I thought you was talking about. All of it is crazy. Everybody doing everything for the TikTok. You got your TikTok yet? You said Lauren got a TikTok.
Hell yeah, Lauren does, bro.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, she does.
She out here doing these dances?
No, she's like her and my nieces. They're on the opposite end of it. They're just the fans of it. They just sit there and watch it all day. They just scroll, laugh, scroll, laugh. But no, they're not doing them dances. They know them though. So together they might get together and do some fun ones. But nah, I'm still not TikTok.
yeah.
You have it. Because when I think of TikTok, I think about like just this is a little kid. They used to do some shit on YouTube years ago. I guess that's what it comes from.
I mean, that's really all it is. It's just another version of YouTube, another version of Vine. Yeah. Now it's TikTok. Instagram, then and now it's TikTok. So
yeah. Then of course the conspiracist in me thinks, because when they started relaying them things about the Asians grabbing our face identities through TikTok and having full rights of it, through TikTok. You sign your rights away literally in the acceptance of it.
They been had that shit.
Yeah, of course. Snapchat, all of that shit did that.
But the reason why TikTok is kind of getting more popular now is because they're saying that TikTok and why Twitter is coming back more popular because they say that Instagram is fading away. They say too many people are like having problems by posting what they want. I think Lil Duval got kicked off.
Getting kicked off and shit. Yeah,
got kicked off because he wanted to post this stuff that make him laugh and all that comedy stuff. And then Freddie Gibbs got kicked off. Shout out my dog Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs had the best stories on Instagram, but they kicked him off because he was promoting stuff. And, but they say that's the reason why TikTok's more popular now.
All they're gonna have is one more issue happen. Remember years ago when they did the wipe and they like erased all the fake followers or some shit. Like then Bieber went down to not being the number one, and
I ain't see that.
They lost millions of followers because I don't know how it was. But that was during the time where everybody was doing that OD buying followers. People still do it.
Niggas is still definitely buying.
Yeah, they still doing that shit. But
even you, nigga.
Lies, nigga. I don't have enough to say I bought, bitch.
Yeah, right.
But by 80 followers?
Yeah, right. So what else we talking about for trending today? What we got trending?
Well, that's a trending topic.
Ace Hood was trending, right?
Ace Hood. Yeah, Ace had a little trend going on. A couple artists were posting him, and then I know his wife gave him a big shout about a interview he had. I'm trying to see exactly who it was he interviewed. Yes, I'm trying to think of who it was he interviewed with. You know who he is.
I pressed it.
You pull it up?
Married,
Oh, that's Noriega on
Noriega, okay.
NRE.
Drinks Champs podcast.
Yeah.
The hip hop version of married.
Right.
You married. How long you been married?
I've been married now for about.
I'm mad at nigga.
Let's back it up because I think we missed it. I think we missed the.
Nah, that was it.
No, because he said
You married like me.
Mm-hmm.
There's another version of married?
Yeah.
The hip hop version of married.
Right.
That's the part I wanted to make sure you heard.
You married.
Married.
How long you been married?
Listen how long nigga take to remember how long.
About
2 years? 2-3 years?
Not even a year, bitch. It ain't been less than a year.
for about 8 months.
Yeah.
8 months. Oh, okay. You newlywed.
Yeah, I'm newlywed. Yeah. I got married in February, right before the pandemic.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Yeah, man. That's my that's my love, man. That's my motherfucking dog, bro. Like, that's the realest shit ever, my nigga. You hear me? For real. Yeah, bro, for real.
That's it.
Clap it up. Yeah, that's it. So, but all it was a discussion made about it, different, posts about, how him and his, because a lot of people are giving, Ace a lot of props, which is duly, due about his relationship, his marriage, his direction in his career going, independent, everything. But, with his wife, everyone knows that that's something that him and his wife have a special marriage, which isn't just, like he says, not hip-hop marriage. We're a real fucking couple here. Like, I'm not, hiding her away, and we don't have these issues in our household, blah, blah, blah. And he's very open with her, like cries in front of her, all kind of shit. And she really, really supports him, and she's really behind him. So she's really one that gives him his flowers while he's here, and his trophies while he's here. And, I've been following that as well. But a lot of people, gave him his props for that, more or less.
So I got to give a confession.
What you got? These are my confessions.
Sheila went to Florida State.
Yes.
That girl bad as fuck.
Yes.
I tried to shoot my shot heavy.
I'm sure the world did.
Heavy. But she was bad as fuck, bro. Mm-hmm. And she cool as fuck, man. So this is my confession is that he got a good one. And I hope that he realizes that. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I think he does. From the posted stuff that I've seen, he adores her and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
And she a dope chick, man. Straight up.
Now, No confession, but Sheila is the homie. Like, not even trying to throw no shots out there, but I can text Sheila right now. I have texted her in the last year or so, and she's like, all that shit is real as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she's still a homie. Me and Sheila worked together on a project during the Martin Lee Anderson issue going back in Tallahassee days. You remember that? We had the March to the Capitol and everything. She was in, I forgot the name, the Coalition for Justice was the name of the organization we were all a part of. It had like half FSU, half FAMU. Philip Agnew was big on that. So, me, Phil, her, that's how I met Tay's wife, Audra. There's so many of us that came together, but she's been a sweetheart since then, and I can see why he grabbed her up. She's a very, very, very real one. You know what I mean?
For real.
And she's a neighbor to the Rattlers. I mean, she went to Florida State. Not quite FAMU. Sorry, Sheila, but
Was that all the parties? Don't let me stop.
Nah.
Let me stop. I don't know. I ain't see it too
But she's definitely the homie and friend of the family. Shout out to her. Shout out to Ace for, knowing what he got there and, putting a ring on it. He did. It took him a while, but he did what he did. Shit, I can't talk about it took a while. Shit, I went forever before I put a ring on, mine. But
how long was it again? 15?
Nah, ain't that long. Close to 10 years though.
So, all right, this was the one I was gonna put down for the topics, but let's switch the conversation a little bit.
Okay.
To that point, me and you both agreed that Sheila is a good one.
Okay.
And she's what we consider a wifey type.
Wifey material. Mm-hmm.
Let's have the conversation about what makes a wifey type. What makes it wifey material? You might not even know this girl from whatever, but you might see her on the street and you be like, you know what? That's wifey material.
Well, I know that's said a lot. I can never be that person to say that because that's not enough. It will never go off visual. It will
I
never.
mean, it doesn't necessarily visual. It doesn't have to go off visual. You can be somebody and just have a conversation with them.
Sure. Well, but I know what you're saying. Okay, say I'm just having a conversation at a bar. I'm talking to somebody, and beside the visual's already there because we're engaged in conversation. But the conversation's there as well, and the vibe is there. And somebody could say, okay, that's wifey material. Not saying I would wife her, but that's wifey material means you have enough to engage me like all the way at that moment. You know what I mean? Take my attention from everything else. And if a woman can kind of do that to any man, she's wifey material in a sense,
But what considers that? Like what
what's
makes
considered?
You feel that? Yeah.
Connection. It's like so many broad words to say. There's not one thing. Obviously, there's a million things. The look obviously is one. The confidence is definitely one. A top 3 for me. You got to have self-confidence out the gate. Sense of humor is a top 3 as well. So that's 1, 2 right there, and 3. Look, sense of humor, confidence are my top 3. And then the other things, which is able to go deep in conversation and be shallow as hell, and be petty as hell, and be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like all of those things that come together and show me that that you can capture my attention. Because that's most of the time the problem with us men, that we jump from women because one doesn't keep our attention, enough or strong enough for us to stay the fuck put. So we like, all right, well, you're lacking here. I'll go grab that from here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Something like that. So if you can take all of that and grab our full attention and make us not want to go anywhere else or need to go anywhere else, then you are wifey material, I guess, based off of that.
I'm going to add to that. I agree with what you're saying. I'm going to also add the way that a woman carries themselves. I'm going to give you a perfect example of when me and you first met Elena.
Okay.
When she first came to Atlanta, that was our first time ever really meeting her. I think that was my first time ever really hanging around with her. When we hung around her and we was just chilling, having a conversation, and she, of course, she's a gorgeous chick. She was funny as hell, like you said. Confidence was on 10. The way that she was treating others was very.
That's important too.
Was very showed how she carried herself, and that showed that she respected others and didn't think of herself or put herself on a higher pedestal above everybody. And then at that time, she was dating her boyfriend at the time, and I'm not going to say his name, but they were going through some issues and stuff like that. And I didn't know her boyfriend. I didn't even have a conversation with him. But she was just giving me the in-depth about, what her plans was for the future, what her plans is, about what she came from the past and what she want to do as far as relationship-wise, what she want to do as far as just family-wise and going into the future and a 5-year plan somewhat. And that was just like off the initial conversation. Yeah. And so I never even told you this. I don't think I even told her this, but I reached out to her boyfriend on Facebook. I was like, yo, man, I know you don't know me, and I know that your girl is up here, and you probably have some concerns about why the fuck she hanging around this random-ass nigga. But I'm going to tell you straight up, it ain't even like that. Your girl is a good one. Elena's a good one. She's truly wifey material, man, and I hope that you value her as that and treat her as that. Unfortunately, their relationship didn't work out, but I think you could tell by how a woman carries herself and just, her presence is felt
Sure.
in the room, whether she wifey material or not.
Yeah,
and that's not even including. We're not even getting to the sex portion of it at all.
Exactly.
Because most of the time we say that even before we get the draws.
Yep. Agreed. And I always tell people, without giving too much information about my wife, who I knew she was wifey material out the gate. Yeah, I may have done some things to not show it at the beginning, but I always said that was one thing that wasn't the initial part of our relationship. Yeah. It wasn't sex-based, whereas a lot of friendships and relationships early in college were sex-based, and then you try to turn it into something else. But before that, we just became friends. We dated. We hung out. Yeah. We did so many like homeboyish things. You know what I'm saying? Before that got there, so sex just takes the cake. You know what I'm saying? Usually.
So, and I'm gonna ask you this: is there situations what situations that you see a chick and you be like, oh, this is a slut, I just want to fuck, versus there's a situation where you see a chick and like, I think I want to try to wife that one. Let me see what she's talking about.
Well, there's so much in between that. I'm trying to think. I wouldn't, it's hard to go with it. This is slut I want to fuck. I know that's kind of blunt, but I know what you're saying.
But why do you treat certain women with more respect versus others? Let's put it that way.
That is a great question. I'm trying to think of a great answer. Most of the time,
approach them differently. Why do you approach them differently?
Well, you kind of said it. It's how they carry themselves as well.
Yeah.
So if you're walking around carrying yourself as too open to the point where it's open and everything you're saying is sexual and then like you just open the door, I'm like, I always look at it like this. I know I'm not an ugly guy. I know I know I'm not the most special, but I'm like there's somebody better everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Someone better looking than you, a cooler dude, a better catch than you. If you give me this kind of attention and throwing it at me like this and whatnot, then come on, man, you're doing this all the time, which means I'm just going to go ahead and treat you as such. That's what you want to be. That's what you're going to be.
Gotcha.
And that's usually it. Like you said, it still works the same way. How you carry yourself, whether it's one way or the other, it's how you'll be treated.
So how do you feel about when you just trying to beat, but she want to be a wife?
That's always the hair puller. Like, oh, you motherfucker.
But for your friends,
yeah,
they could beat. But for you, she want to wife you.
She want to wife. It's never that.
But that's always my problem.
She want to wife.
Why they always want me to wife, but they want to be a slut for everybody else.
Man, I know the stories as well. Like they are out there, but it's usually the other way. Unfortunately, like I'm usually one to.
Cause you a slut.
My friends don't want to, wife because like, well, damn, man, you should plus 2 hit, you know what I'm saying? And then next day, you want me to, nah, hell nah. Like, I wish we could make a call a friend on this one so he can validate that.
We can, but you don't want to. That's all it is.
I don't mind. I mean, I'm gonna call someone who's been a frequent guest, and he could probably tell a story that I don't even know. And you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Dallas.
You want me to call him?
Let's call Dallas.
See if we can call him. Let's see if we can call
a friend.
Oh Lord, let's see. If not, we're gonna let this ride.
Yeah, I know, but we on topic, and this is something we've been trying lately too. Just like you said, keep the conversation like organic, natural as hell. We just randomly call people.
Hopefully, this nigga is not
with a wife or nothing.
Hopefully,
I'm trying to think of how to even ask this shit.
You niggas ain't live again.
Yeah, we is.
Oh shit, yeah, man. Dion, man. I'm sorry to call you, bro, but you've been requested.
What's the weather like over there? First off.
Weather straight, man. It ain't.
Okay.
Where you at though? Where you at right now?
Shit, I'm in Longwood. Pause.
Okay.
So you on Longwood? Oh no.
Lord, man. So listen, man. You've been requested. I didn't want to call you, but
you got to ask it because I don't even know how to ask this shit.
I don't even know the question. You said you had a question that you need to ask them.
I'm trying to think. Well, what was? Let me think how we even got to this. Sorry, Dizzle.
The question was about the slut wanting to be. Why the slut who smashed all the homies want to wife you?
Not you specifically, but just how that happens. And I said because Watt said it usually happens to him where they smash the homies, but then when it come to him, they want him to wife them up. And I said honestly, it used to work kind of the other way where some of the homies may have wanted to wife, but I messed around and smashed, so they can't wife. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, Dallas could probably attest to that and tell a story that I might not even know, but I know I've done that before unconsciously. And he was like, well, let's call a friend. And
you said let's call a friend.
I said let's call a friend.
He said
we can call a friend on this because
he basically want to know, Dallas, has there been a chick that you wanted to wife, but this slut here took her down before you could wife her?
We definitely not doing names, but has that happened or anything like that you can comment on?
I mean. You know what? To keep it all the way 100.
That's what we doing. Keep it a buck, bro. Keep it a buck. We gonna love each other
man.
after this.
Let me. You know what I'm saying? Because
told
You know,
you.
it was.
I told you. I know. Go ahead and get to a safe place.
he on foot. He on foot trying to relocate.
Like, damn, how they come up with this question?
My
bro?
dog relocating.
Get to a safe place, bro. Get to a safe place. I
Oh,
don't
I
want
know.
no
Call
problems.
that nigga Dallas, man.
Yeah.
Call that nigga Dallas.
See, your boy ain't shit,
I
bro.
done took down by 8 of his
Damn, nobody say none of that, bro.
Slut, bro. Slut.
Ain't nobody say that.
Hey,
Dallas.
man, it was. I'm gonna say this though. It was two of them. It was two of them where, like, even though something like that happened, I still wouldn't have cared though.
Okay, because they was
So
just was it because they were just that good of a chick and they were in that wifey material category for you?
Yeah, potential wifey. So
Gotcha.
eventually it would have got there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it still might not have been out of all of this. But yeah. It was two of them where it was like, you know what? He ain't shake nothing up in there.
I feel him.
That nigga ain't do no damage. I can take care of this.
Oh, man.
No. Hey, boy. Hey,
Hilarious.
so I'll be like, I'll come up to +2. I'll be like, hey, man, like, you know, this one bad, this, that, and the other. And then he'll look at me like Jay-Z in the one video where like he kind of like do it.
That conceited face, like, bro, I don't know if you want to know, bro, but
Yeah, like, you know, when he grit his teeth and like turn to the side real quick, like, yeah, man,
About that.
that is very true though. That is very true though, because whenever you have something lined up, Anwar sneaky ass does have some background, some sneaky history behind it, bro. And he will never tell you until you all about to shoot that shot at it too.
That's one story to this day, to be honest.
Damn, bro, why don't you go get the girls that's in like New York or something, bro? Like out of Florida.
Man,
He got them too, nigga. He got them too. That's the slut monster right now.
Oh shit. But yeah, he wasn't the only dude that was doing that up there. So I don't want to make it seem like
Nah, he ain't only. There's plenty of dudes out there. I mean, especially we was in Tallahassee, so the chances of us crossing paths was very, very, very high.
But you gotta look at it on another end of it as well, Watch, which is as they may have wanted wife you up, they seen you as hubby material. As in someone like me back in the day, they might have been like, well, we know he for the chicks, so therefore I'm gonna just play around and have that fun with him.
I don't care about that.
And therefore, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to beat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I heard how you get down. I just want to beat.
That part, yeah.
You ain't gotta try to wife me.
It's like a compliment, and it's also like a diss too.
Right.
Like, well, he a hoe, so I'm not trying to wife him up, but I fuck him because he probably can fuck, or he fucked my friend and she said he could fuck.
Exactly.
That kind of shit.
Exactly.
So
yeah, man.
That was always a problem up there though, because like when you're young, like you don't really know you don't really know how to just like say how you feel and what you want. Like, yo, I'm just looking for this.
Facts.
If you're looking for that, I'm not right for that.
Mm-hmm.
Most niggas would be like, yeah, we could probably get there. Also, they can beat. And then, like, after they beat and be like, well, I was feeling like that earlier, but I don't want to. And
now these rocks are off. I feel a little differently.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is a fact. But at the same time, though, and I know Anwar was kind of the same way, we do let it be known straight up. Well, I ain't really looking for a relationship.
Facts.
But if you want to kick it, we could kick it.
Yeah.
So that is true.
And them girls is like,
I could change his mind.
They let you hear wrong, and then that's the trap.
I could change his mind. I know I could change him.
But that's always been why I don't have any enemies or anybody that I think at least hates my guts to this day, because it's been known. Like you say, we did a very good job of letting them be known out the gate.
Well,
hey, you just having fun here.
Since we taking it there, I did have one in Dallas situation where I wanted the wife. Mm-hmm. I wanted the wife, and it was good. I was getting ready to get there to go ahead and get to the wife's side, but then she kind of ghosted me a bit. Mm-hmm. Came back later, we started kicking it, but I found out my cousin hit.
Damn.
And then, she want to come back around. And I was like, I know my cousin hit too,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And then she was like, yeah, but I want to try to see if we can work it out. And it was like, okay, now that's kind of like, is there a line to where your family member could hit it or your friend could hit it, and we could still make it work? If a family member can hit it, I might not can make it work. I don't think I can make it work.
That's definitely a thick line there. Like,
but if a friend, I might could do work around. Like Dallas said, I might could work around. That nigga ain't shit. I can take care of that.
I mean,
was one.
Nah, never mind.
You was about to say you was about to put Dallas on the bus again.
You know what? I was gonna say I threw some oops now. Some good ones.
It was one where it was just perfect. Like him, like her and Anwar, they still, they still probably cool to this day somewhat. Mm-hmm. But like I was the one that messed all that shit up. But like it, man, like oh my God, we got these
listen, hey man, hey, Dallas, I'm about to cut you off because I'm glad the decisions were made that you made because you do have a good one and you have a great one, and I told you that when I first found out y'all was dating, man. So keep that up, and I'm hating on y'all relationship because she be buying this nigga PS5s and shit, and I'm still out here struggling trying to get mine. So whatever.
Hey,
I mean, I'm good. These old stories, and she
of course.
I know that's the thing about that's what I love about y'all relationship. Y'all shared that history, and y'all know everything about each other, so y'all ain't got to worry about shit.
Oh, Dallas, make sure you catch this episode too. We gave you a shout out earlier as well about the cabins. We ain't gonna talk about it right now. Just go ahead and catch the whole episode when we done.
Fuck y'all cabin trip, B.
Man, boy, he probably hated. Yeah, both.
Nah, you know I was hating, nigga. I'll keep it a buck. Anyways, bro, I'm gonna let you get back to the wife, bro.
Yes, sir.
Right,
I appreciate you, man. Holla out you.
Good luck now.
All right, bro. Y'all boys be easy.
All right, you too.
All right, man. That was a good little phone call.
Oh yeah, so there was my phone a friend for today. I guess he
Is that
validated.
yours or mine? Because it was my phone I used.
Anyway. So did you want to add on to that anymore?
Well, let's add on. Yeah, we can add on to it because it's another topic. So let's use this topic. Is there ever a safe or grace period to mess with a friend's ex or ex thing or ex smash or whatever? Is there ever a safe period? Like, okay, it's after such and such months, you broke up with Monique. Such and such could holler at it. Your homeboy or somebody could holler at it. Is there ever a safe period at all?
Well, you can't say Monique. That's my whole wife.
Your whole wife.
I'm trying to think of a girlfriend. Damn, I was about to say the name, but we can't do that. We'll throw up the L's. Let's say same last name.
Is there ever a grace period? Just answer the question. You ain't got to get no name.
Let me see. For me, I will green light anybody that's not my wife. In other words, anybody in the past of mine that it's not my wife, I will green light it. But my friends and my first unit friends, whatever, there's also an unwritten rule that we just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? We just don't do it. But if there's a mature conversation, I'm sure there could be something worked out. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, we kind of live by the rule. Hey, man, you just know. Come on, that was my whole girlfriend.
Is there a time period though? Like I'm saying, is it like okay after 2 months he could shoot a shot?
It has to be years. It has to be years. Yeah, at least years before it can even be looked at as not frowned upon.
The reason why I brought this conversation up because there's been situations in the past where, and shoot, I'll even use you as an example. I'm not gonna say no names, but you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Where the homies, they know that this is my girlfriend, this is my ex or whatever. But as soon as the situation is split, they shooting a shot in the DMs.
Like as soon?
I mean, shoot, I don't know the situation, but I'm sure that some people are like that. Matter of fact, there are some people that I do know of that is considered the homies that have shot their shot at one of my exes during our relationship.
That's a low blow. And I guess what do you say to that? Like, do you
That's what I'm asking. Fair or foul?
Definitely foul.
Yeah,
definitely foul. And I've had a similar situation with a homeboy of mine. This is even deeper. Mess around and got a whole ex of mine pregnant. And I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Until after.
Yeah.
It said it in a joking manner in a conversation years later. Like, yeah, I was doing such and such. Bro, we had a whole abortion. I'm like, what? Do you not know? Do you not remember? I went with her. Like, that was such and such. And it's like, almost completely forgot about that. So I guess the code wasn't for him. The code was just for everybody else in the crew. I don't know. But, no, I know what you're saying. It was definitely foul. But what I always learned from that is you just learn. You just know how to, you just know where they at with it.
And that's kind of why you come to that understanding of like limiting your circle a little bit, just because you get that understanding of who it is that you can actually trust.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. That, and then you just know how far you can throw them, who you can leave them around, that kind of shit. Yeah. Like most women will always say, "Well, I'm not leaving this friend around my boyfriend or whatever, even though that's my girl, that's my bitch. I just not leaving around her because I know her." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though it should be about the trust you and yours have, you just don't want to even put the situation there by leaving.
I mean, at the same time, when those situations occur, are you going to holler at the friend? Are you going to holler at the ex? Or are you going to holler at your girl, whatever?
The friend.
The friend?
I think the friend, yeah. In my case, I mean, the exes, they can't live by the same code.
That's a fact. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. So I was about. There was another scenario I had in my head, but I can't think of it right now. But to your point, like you said, where we at an event or whatever, or you at an event and you know that your girl's gonna be at an event, your friend's gonna be at an event. You might leave early to go to work or something like that. But you hear about later that your friend's hollering at your girl or something like that.
Yeah.
That's the situation you were referring to, right?
That's happened or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Just leaving them around. Period. Or
Are you at the crib chilling? Everybody at the crib chilling. I got to run to the stove type of situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I listened to this. You watch or listen to Second Day Update on 94.5, Streets 94.5.
I haven't listened to the radio on.
Oh, okay. well, Young Jock, Shawty, whatever. Anyway, they got the little segment on their Second Date Update, and there be all these little drama-filled situations that they call up to the radio to tell about. Long story short, it was a lesbian crew, stud, and good and bad chick, whatever. Anyway, they all hung out together because they all, girls before anything.
Yeah.
And one of the homies left town, and the homie's girlfriend called a third-party homie like, hey, yeah, we all partying over here. I know Sunset's out of town, but come through. That's what they always do. She came through and actually slid her homie, you know what I'm saying, smashed her. So she wanted Young Jock and them to call the girl so they could relay a message to her over the phone that, I smashed your homegirl. But, that kind of shit, like, no, hey, at the end of the day, like, me, Watts, my wife hanging out, you know what I'm saying? I'm not out of town and Watts be like, hey, Monique, we all been hanging, come through. I'm coming to the house to kick it.
I won't do
it's
that
just,
shit.
I know, it's just a unwritten thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess to your point, that's the scenario I'm talking about where you're not just going to say come to somebody's house or go to someone's house without the representative there, I guess you could say.
All right, man. Let's get on some more topics. Let's get on some more trending topics. I don't even know. How do we get on this?
That's a
topic?
trending topic.
Anyways, I don't know. But let's get. How do we get on this shit?
I mean, it segued nicely.
It did segue nicely.
No, we were talking about the yeah, how the hell? So
Whoopi Goldberg, man. Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh yeah. So anyway, this one will be quick. And this one we're only talking about mainly because we're both, we're both members of this fraternal order, the Masonic order, that is. And long story short, Whoopi Goldberg, what's the show? The View? Is that what she on?
The View, yeah.
The View. So she wore yesterday or a couple of days ago, some shit like that. She wore a sweater, and it had an emblem on it. That emblem is emblematic of a fraternal order that we represent, the Masonic order, with the PHA initials. If you know what that is, you do. If you don't, then you don't.
Do your research.
You know what I'm saying? Do your research. To be one, ask one. But anyway, so she got a lot of slack about it because the emblem that she had that represented the fraternal order, she was not a part of, and she could never be a part of, for anyone that knows why, they know why. But anyway, it went deep into the Masonic community, and everybody was discussing it. Some people were validating it, saying it's okay, and some people went as far as making up stories. And I'll read one of the stories of one Masonic brother who said it was okay and why he said it was okay. So, damn, stop fucking pressing select on these shits. So this was a fraternal brother. He was like, from what I know, Whoopi is honoring her brother who was a PHA. This is a affiliated Masonic brother, and he passed away. She got permission from his lodge, and she also donates and does charity work with that lodge. As a PHA member, I'm fine with what Whoopi did, as this brought free and positive publicity to our fraternity. So don't know where he got this information, because just after that, she actually responded, right? Mm-hmm. So she responded. You didn't post that, did you?
Nah.
So I'm gonna find.
I mean, I didn't post anything, but I do know that she apologized today.
Yeah. So she responded with her apology, and it had nothing to do about being a member. So in her apology, hold on, I thought I had the actual video. I do. So.
Wore a sweater that apparently upset a lot of people. That was not my intention. I simply bought a sweater from the internet, and I will never wear it again. And that's all I can say. I still don't know what the connotations are or why people are upset, but I heard you, and I'm not going to wear it again. Okay? That's that.
So, again, long story short, that's all she had to say about it. She didn't say anything about a brother of hers passing away, having been a member of the Masonic community, and she was showing, light or honoring his lodge. She said she just bought a damn sweater off the internet. She didn't know what the connotations were on it. But you don't just stumble upon a Masonic shirt on the internet and just buy it. You have to know what it is. Like, it's not like a Letterman jacket where it's like, that's a cool Letterman, I'm just going to wear it because I like the colors. Mm-hmm. And if she so-called did any charity work with a lodge, she knows what the hell a lodge is and what that sign means. Most people know what that sign means or knows that it means something that anybody just can't wear. So, again, it went around in the community. A lot of people said she's very disrespectful for wearing it because, as a woman, she shouldn't be wearing that, especially not being affiliated or a member or anything as such. Yeah. And she just got a lot of bad feedback for it. I don't like her response because it just sounded uneducated, like she didn't really know anything about what she did, or she tried to dumb it down to where it wasn't that deep. And, being part of the fraternal order, it's a little more. You could have said a little more about that.
Yeah, but in her defense, I think the reason why she kept it that way is because her audience
don't know.
Yeah, they're not fully aware of the incidents or what happened.
Exactly.
So
I'm sure she probably is. You're right. That makes a good deal. But, of course, it'll help put it in the rear view way faster if you just play dumb to it.
Yeah, and I think to your point as well, because I first heard the story about the brothers too, which I was like, okay, I might could give her a pass, but when I heard her apology, I didn't believe the story.
Yeah,
so,
because
about her brother. So I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But yeah, so Whoopi, take that shit off. But
facts.
Send me that sweater. That shit was hard.
That shit was tough. Let it know. That shit looked like some Hogsworth Masonic gear or some shit. I was like, that shit was tough as hell.
One of the other trending topics that's kind of going on right now, man.
That's a trending topic.
Is the stock markets right now. I don't know if you've been on it lately. Are you invested in any stocks?
No, man. Been Dante. Shout out to Dante. Actually, not shout out. F you, Dante. You're supposed to put me on this. As you keep telling me, F me for not having you on the last episode, which you were in town for 25 minutes. Talking about we could have recorded that day he was in Atlanta. Man, you was in Atlanta for literally 2 hours. And you was going to drive way down here for a 2-hour recording? Yeah. Stop playing. Anyway, you supposed to put me on this investing stuff, and you've been green lately. So, yeah. I don't know anything about it.
Man, so the stock market, I don't know. You probably want to, like Dante said, and like pretty much everybody's been telling me, I'm not really savvy in the stock market game, but are expert in the game by any means necessary. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and I don't necessarily trust it either, but I'm still trying to figure it out and learn more about it. But the stock market's been trending a lot lately, and if you haven't been using the app, I think Dante was one of the people that actually told me about Robinhood.
Robinhood, yeah.
So I started using Robinhood. Started losing some money, so I took my money out. And then the pandemic hit, and I never got back into the Robinhood. But recently, I've been messing with it through Cash App, and kind of been investing a little bit in Bitcoin. Not this month, but a little bit right after the new year. Bitcoin kind of skyrocketed and was the trending stock to kind of buy because with this digital currency, there's been a lot of controversy that's been going on, but a lot of exciting stuff going on with Bitcoin because the potential of earning money with Bitcoin is a lot greater, apparently, is a lot greater than that using the average stock market. But one of the stocks that's kind of been skyrocketing over the past couple of days is AMC and GameStop.
Gotcha.
Last night, AMC stock shot up 200% from last night to today.
Damn.
So if you put $2 into AMC yesterday, you pretty much earn $202 or something like that, like 200% more than what if you had invested in it. So, previously we thought that AMC was going to be closing down because
and GameStop, they were both on the way out.
Movies, the way that they're doing movies. Well, I don't know about GameStop because GameStop still do online sales and stuff, and they still selling video games all day, every day, especially with PlayStation 5 and all that stuff. But AMC, ain't nobody going to the theaters. Ain't nobody been to the theaters in a year.
Nope.
And all the movies are going directly to streaming services like HBO Max, Netflix, and all that stuff, Disney Plus. So we were all a little skeptical about what's going on with AMC, and I think you just got some news about how much AMC worth right now.
Yeah, they said they're up to $1 billion already. Like that, like damn. You know what I'm saying?
So if you interested in getting to the stock market game, please, share some information with us so we can learn as well.
Yeah. And real quick, shout out to Dre too, because Dre actually gave me a lot of education on the Bitcoin just as a recent, and he's also been, eye to the streets, ear to the streets, I guess you could say, for Bitcoin for many years, almost 10 years now. When it first started and it just sounded crazy and weird as hell, I remember Dre talking about it being something that he was going, that's something that it was supposed to be booming. And I ain't gonna lie, I listened and was like, man, I don't know about all that, Dre. But somebody, kind of steered his attention away from it, and he didn't really invest like he wanted to at the time, and he's beating himself up about it. But he's still, educated on it now to the point where I think he's finding a way to profit from it.
So there's another story out there, and I can't remember the full story, but there's a story about a guy who invested in Bitcoin about 10 years ago when it was super, super cheap. Now it's worth like over $5 billion.
Damn.
Fucked up thing about it is he lost his password.
What the fuck?
His password is on an encrypted hardware drive, and it's one of those encrypted hardware drives. If you get the wrong password,
You locked out forever?
it'll delete the entire hard drive after 10 attempts.
Oh my god.
So he's been doing it for the past 4 or 5 years, and he only has 2 attempts left.
Oh hell no.
But apparently his account is worth like $5 billion or something like that.
That's a crazy ass story. Drizzy, is that you? Is that why you've been ghost lately?
Bruh.
Is that you, Dre?
Son, bro. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro. I would have to pay for somebody to come hack my
Hands
shit.
be shaking every time.
Like, I don't even want to do it, bro.
Yeah, you got to be a hacker volunteering his work for $1 million or something. Like, get $1 million if you I get you in there.
For real, man. So,
damn.
Shout out to Bitcoin. Shout out to the stock market. But a lot of the people, when I just got some news about this right before we jumped onto the podcast. But one of my friends wanted to kind of give me a heads up. For everybody that is actually investing into these stock markets. Be mindful, though, that there is some penalties that come across all these gains and stuff. So you getting profit off of this, you still going to have to pay the taxes. The IRS still got to get their cut. So be mindful of that when y'all doing all this stuff. So, man, keep that in mind. Also, there's a hedge fund that's also been partnering with Robinhood to kind of get a heads up on people and try to get some data and get a leverage whenever all these investments are being made. So, even though the stock market's kind of been going crazy, a lot of people are excited about what's going on. There's a lot of stuff that's happening behind the scenes that people need to be aware of and just be mindful of whenever you are doing these investing and stuff. Because at the end of the day, people need to get their money.
Yeah, for real, man.
And I'm not just talking about the government; it's other people behind them too.
Yeah,
it's all a greed game at the end of the day. But be mindful, be smart, and invest smart.
This is true.
Yeah, man. You got any other hot topics?
And this is a trending topic. Shit, nah, that's really it. Everything else has just been boring old life. Social media, boring old. Ain't no new challenges going on or nothing. Nah, that's about it.
Well, we kind of hit the new challenges to do, but you ain't gonna be good.
Nobody about to do the prairie dog hand thing shit, whatever the fuck that is they do.
Well, I got a little topic, a little new segment I kind of want to introduce.
Okay.
Big deal or little deal? You tell me if it's a big deal. You tell me if it's a little deal. You tell me why it's a big deal and tell me why it's a little deal.
All right.
I'm just going to randomly just kind of spit out some random stuff that's been occurring over the past couple of weeks and just give me your thoughts behind it.
All right.
Big deal or little deal? Trump officially pardons Lil Wayne and Kodak Black on his way out of office.
Well, you know me, being a huge fan of only one of them anyway. I'm going to say
I thought you said you like Lil Kodak now.
No, I didn't. That's a huge deal. The GOAT is free. People made a lot of jokes about it. Oh, man, Wayne, why don't you call your friend Trump? Oh, Wayne, you going to jail. Why don't you call your friend Trump? And I guess he did because he's not doing that prison time anymore. So some of y'all feel dumb. And a lot of people say, he did the crime or how they going to pardon him? He should be in jail. They forget what the original charge was for anyway. It was very, very minor. Mm-hmm. It was a gifted, I think a gifted gold Glock that his family bought him for his birthday. But him being a felon, he can't have that with him, and he was caught with it on his private jet. Mind you, private jet, not TSA and going through an airplane, none of that shit. Mm-hmm. And, shit happens. So I don't think that was a big enough deal for him to have almost gotten the time that he was looking at.
10 years.
10 years, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really grateful for that, just as looking at, as a fan and as a, damn, what if that's just me out there, you know what I'm saying? Having caught a charge many years ago, and I can't even protect myself anymore. But I think that's a big deal. What the hell is Kodak in for?
But why do you think it's a big deal, though? Like, for why? Why is it a big deal?
Because the rap needs Lil Wayne. The rap world needs Lil Wayne. Come on, man.
Y'all was just calling that nigga a coon a month ago, bro.
That was not y'all. You know me. I said, hey, I always stick up to my dog Wayne. I said his last couple pieces of work weren't all that tough, but, at the end of the day, the world still needs Lil Wayne.
I'm not sure why Lil Wayne, why Kodak Black was in jail, but the controversy behind Kodak Black getting pardoned is Kodak Black previously posted a tweet saying that he pledges to give $1 million over the next year if Trump gives him his pardon.
Yeah, he already gave $150,000. Uh-oh.
He pledged to give $1 million in the year if Trump gives him a pardon. Mm-hmm. Since he's been pardoned, he deleted that tweet.
Niggas. Niggas. Oh, man. But, I mean, maybe that's why somebody made that post. Was it TMZ or one of them places and put the post? It was like, he just did give $150,000 to a charity. So I guess saying that, okay, he's still so-called, I guess, living up to his, his deal or whatever it was. I don't know.
So, big deal or little deal for Kodak?
I feel like it's unfair to not call his a big deal, but little deal. Because I'm not a fan. Nah, it's a big deal because it still, shows someone with the kind of power that Trump has and the obvious dislike for us brown skin folk to still, do that.
All right, big deal, a little deal that he did not give a pardon to what's the name? Joe Exotic.
Exotica? Exotica.
What?
Joe Exotic?
Joe Exotic from the Tiger King.
Hey, that's a little deal. He be all right. It's a little deal. You didn't want Netflix show.
I didn't watch Tiger King.
We didn't know who you was until Netflix show came out. Anyway.
I still ain't watched Tiger King, so I don't even know his whole
you
story.
talking about the Netflix thing, right?
Yeah.
Little deal. Stay in there.
All right. Big deal, little deal. Joe Biden pledges 150 million COVID vaccines within his first 100 days.
Okay, what does that mean exactly?
That he pledges that Americans could get Americans will get 150 COVID vaccines within his first 100 days.
Big deal. Because I have to think for the majority, which is a lot of people are looking forward to that. Mm-hmm. Not me, but a lot of people are looking forward to that. A lot of people do need that, and it'll probably allow a lot in the world to open up a little faster. So big deal.
Big deal. I agree, and I actually been doing my research a little bit more on the.
Watt's about to get the vaccine next week. You heard it here first. He's getting the vaccine. I actually been doing my
research a bit more. I'm a little bit more open to it. My stepdad has gotten the vaccine, and I've known quite a few medical workers who's gotten the vaccine and told me how they feel. Of course, nobody knows the long-term effects.
They ain't turned chickens yet or nothing.
I asked them if they turn mutant, if they turn into a mutant yet, if they turn into a zombie yet.
Okay, X-Men.
But they also said that.
Mutant yet.
I Am Legend started in 2021.
Oh man, the movie. See what I'm saying?
Right before the vaccine went crazy and people started turning into some zombies. It said it started in 2021.
To take it back to a point, to one of our opening notes about one of our fallen soldiers. Hank Aaron just took that test the week before he died.
Yeah.
That COVID vaccine shit a week before he passed, and that's always scary. Like, that man seemed to be living okay up to that. You know what I mean? But anyway.
I mean, let's not get it twisted. He was old too now.
I know. I mean,
he was old too.
I know, man. I mean, it's just
he didn't look as old as Larry King been looking old for the past 30 years, but
man, he been looking 87 since 1987 and shit.
All right, big deal, little deal. LeBron drops his season high 46 points against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who defeated the Brooklyn Nets twice in the week before.
You know what? I watched that game, and I say little deal. That's easy for LeBron. He just chooses to get the team involved most of the time, but he could do that anytime he wants. Okay. I still think he can. And I did watch the Nets lose to the damn Cavs, and I watched Cavs beat up on the last couple teams. They ain't no easy team, but it was just LeBron picking up the slack where others didn't have it.
Is it a big deal, a little deal that the Nets lost to them twice though?
Big deal. It's a big deal because even though Cleveland is not no trash team, it just shows that Brooklyn can't just turn on their winning mode when they want, as they everybody assumes they can.
Yeah, they
all got that ISO game down packed, but at the end of the day, if you don't win the game, that shit don't mean nothing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fucking dribbling the other night.
It was a lot of fucking
dribbling, bro. I can't remember what last game was, but all I just saw was James Harden just dribbling back and forth.
Yeah, man, and then passing somebody else like, you try it, man. Shit, you get yourself a shot.
That shit was
That's
crazy,
how the last
bro.
few games been looking. Now, you're right. I've been watching.
That shit was crazy, man. But that's been my segment. Big deal, little deal, man. Just trying something different. Trying something a little different, man. That was the heat that they was doing all that goddamn dribbling. I was like, God damn, bro, shit. Anyways, man. All right, what we on, man? What we on? You want to hit another topic? We about an hour mark right now. Do you want to kind of run into sports in a little bit?
Let's see. Did we catch all? Yeah, we did catch all the main topics. It looked like no, we didn't. I want to hit that one because I want to know what that means exactly.
Which one are you talking about?
The first one.
All right. So the question came up to me by a friend. Why do men gaslight? And by gaslighting, that means, I guess I'm assuming what it means is, why do men not give clear, direct responses, direction whenever they're asking a question? Hypothetical situation. Let's just say you're talking to a chick and you've been courting this chick for a while, and chicks say, I think I might want to come out there to come visit you. Mm-hmm. Well, you can come visit me if you want to.
That gotta say.
Versus saying, yeah, come visit me. Mm-hmm. Another hypothetical situation. You hanging with your homeboys. You do this one a lot.
Oh shit.
You do this one a lot. You hang with your homeboys. Hey, bro, you trying to go get something to eat?
And now,
Versus saying, hey, let's go get something to eat.
It's like, okay, I'm trying to respond based off that point and not like the first one.
You can do either one.
I guess why do we do that? Because we care about what the other person, you know. Well, I can't. This doesn't answer the one about the girl. This answers the one about the fellas. Because I want to know what everybody wants to do as a majority. I want to make sure everybody's happy. When I do stuff like that, which you're right, I will say in a heartbeat, bro, y'all trying to go get something to eat instead of be like, hey man, let's just go grab something to eat. Because we all have so many different personalities. We all want to do different things. Some people ain't, just so many things. So I want to know what the consensus is for everybody. Now, to the other point with the, say I'm courting somebody and say she's out of town or something, right? She lives out of town.
Yeah.
And she's like, I want to come see you. And I'm like, okay. What I say, do you want to come see me?
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh, if you want to, you can. That's different because that's almost letting you know that, no, that sounds like there's hesitation there, honestly. So you don't really know if you want her to. So you just want to know, does she really want to before you lock it in and be like, okay, yes, you come on and visit me. It's almost like, do you want to? Shit, because I mean, all right. I'm just thinking about it because I've probably done that in the past years. Like I'm thinking about undergrad shit.
I've definitely done it before. And
yeah.
The reason why I've done it, and in particular why I've done it, is because we haven't been on that level.
Okay.
Like we may have been talking, we may have been, if we're dating, if we're like exclusively dating, and we're actually dating.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, come visit me.
Yeah.
Versus whether we're just talking and having a conversation and we just been chatting every now and then, and you randomly hit me up like, hey, I think I want to come visit. I'm like, if you want to, sure, okay. Versus if I'm actually dating you, then I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, yeah, I want you to come visit me.
And I'm gonna tell you what that is from the outside. So if I'm the chick and she wants to come visit Watts, she's like, damn, that nigga just got that fucking house. Damn, I heard nigga. I heard they got a big ass house. Damn, my sister homegirl cousin said that his shit big as fuck.
What are you talking about, bro?
And he fucked her in every room. Hey, Watts, I think I'm gonna come see you. I want to come see you.
Ain't nobody been in my damn house.
I want to come see you in your new house.
Nobody but my mother been in this bitch.
Man,
you
can come if you want to. I don't know if I'm be out of town though. Sometimes I be traveling like every.
And that's another situation.
Sometimes I don't know if I'm be in town now. Depending on if she coming in town or not. I meant if I'm leaving town or not.
Man, please.
Let me pencil you in, but I ain't gonna quite pen you in right now.
One, everybody don't even know I have a house.
Hey, word travels in the thought land.
Two,
in thought land, word travels.
Two, COVID is real. I don't know where the fuck y'all nasty motherfuckers been.
One chick said Watts got a new house. She told to her homegirl, Watts got a big ass house. Who told to her homegirl, Watts got a castle. Who turned into, Watts got his own zip code for his whole house. Watts got two houses, the back to back, and he put them together.
If that was the case,
Watts got a whole big. He got the new Lamborghini truck to go in the house.
If that was the case, we would be in his principal's office. Dallas.
Yeah, the principal office.
Anyways, man. So yeah, I told you my answer. Your answer is just hesitation.
Hesitation, yeah, it's just hesitation.
Right. Let me see. Do I have any other questions?
I be feel like you can flip that to a chick, especially with the whole grab something to eat question. They always don't know what the fuck they want to eat.
That's just chicks. That's a completely different situation.
Okay, because that's
a completely different thing.
As fuck too,
whatever you want to eat.
And that shit don't get that shit's from courting to dating to
whatever
marriage
you want to eat,
to
whatever
everything.
You want to
that
eat.
scenario.
I don't care, and then they be mad as hell when you pick the wrong shit.
I went through that shit today. You choose the movie, Monique. Pick the fucking movie. Shut up. What do you want to watch? You choose it.
All right, man. Let's get into music. It really ain't been much to drop for music. I haven't seen any new music that dropped.
Well, with Kodak being, not Kodak, with Lil Wayne being, part of this, should be some good music coming soon, hopefully.
Crickets. Anyways, there really hasn't been too much music dropped. Your boy did drop a music. Hold on. Oh, Versus. Versus occurred. Did you watch it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
I figured you didn't watch it.
You
so
asked
that's
me
why
that, and remember the question you asked was...
You said you wasn't interested.
Yeah. I was over at that point.
You said you wasn't interested. One, the Versus started 2 hours late.
Yeah.
Keisha Cole came... Ashanti came about an hour late.
Was it that late for real? Like for
Keisha
real?
Cole came... Ashanti came an hour late.
So later than Gucci and Jeezy.
Ashanti came out an hour late. Keisha Cole came about 30 minutes after Ashanti. So that bitch started about 2 hours late. Then the motherfuckers took a halftime break.
I heard about that. I heard the motherfuckers took a break.
But overall, though, man, it was part of my least enjoyed Versus. To be honest with you, one, Keisha looked like she was going through a lot. Ashanti was on her phone the entire time. They weren't in the same room, so it was kind of split a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And they were doing a lot of.
Ashanti still had that shit probably.
It just wasn't hitting on too much for me. I know that OT Genesis came out and joined Keisha Cole to sing a couple songs. I think Love. But outside of that, it was probably my least enjoyed.
All I kept hearing was two things. Keisha titty almost popped out.
That's the only reason I kept watching, to be honest with you.
And
I was like, come on, titty, that Dave Chappelle.
And that she put on a lot of weight.
She's always fluctuated with weight.
Okay.
She's always been one of those people that, either she bloated or she slim. Like
but she's short, so that happens.
But them titties though.
Hey, titties
just look nice.
When I bite you.
Only other music that I know of is Young Dolph dropped another album, a mixtape called Rich Slave. Maybe actually that's an old album. It's just a deluxe version that kind of released. No. But the boy BRS Cash, he dropped the album. Do you know who BRS Cash is?
Of course not.
You don't? Yeah, you do. Hold on. Dang. Yeah, you do.
Let me guess. He either sound like Migos or sound like Pop Smoke. Which one?
Baby.
Oh, Throat Baby.
This is the remix. I don't really like the remix too much, but
Throat Baby remix?
Yeah. Some songs don't have to be remixed.
Hey, facts.
But
I wonder.
The City Girls verse on this motherfucker gonna make your dick hard. I ain't gonna play this bitch right now, but
yeah, I might have to listen to that in a way.
When you hear the City Girls verse, it's gonna make your dick hard. No,
City Girls, hell to the no.
Oh,
Throat
man. So,
Baby.
Shout out BRS Cash. I know he one of the new cats that's out here kind of popping, so I might give it a spin just to kind of do some shit.
I feel you.
Listen to some new music. So shout out to him. But it really ain't too much
flow
music.
Was actually straight. So
yeah, his flow was nice. I like his flow.
Like you're right. I might actually give him a spin too if I can remember. I mean, he's not memorable enough for me to think about later. But
in other music news, your boy Drake officially announced that he will not be releasing his highly anticipated album as planned in January 2021.
Yeah.
He posted on his story, I was planning to release my album this month, but between surgery and rehab, my energy has been dedicated to recovery. I'm blessed to be back on my feet, feeling great and focused on the album, but CLB won't be dropping in January. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you all in 2021. CLB, Certified Lover Boy.
Got you. So
how you feel?
Disappointed, of course.
Yep.
Sad. No, but what happened to him?
I don't know. He tore his ACL or something like that. I guess probably playing basketball.
Probably that KD video.
I don't know. But at the end of the day, though, nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, you was just in the Bahamas on the goddamn boat playing casino in the goddamn casino and shit.
He probably didn't get all his samples and features cleared.
Exactly, man.
That's
I don't
all
want to hear that
was.
bullshit. Drop the goddamn album, nigga.
He overseas. He didn't get all his shit cleared. He probably working on a nice little piece there. And he just want all the shit to be, in order.
Yeah, but still, man, drop that shit, man.
Facts.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and move into what? Have you hitting anything else? Got anything else for music or anything else?
Shit, like you said, ain't nothing dropping for music. I've been in rotation with the same shit. Believe it or not, I've been working out to some random shit, bro. I've been working out to Trey songs.
Like, did you hear about Trey Songs?
Nah, it happened to my dog Trey.
Nigga got hammed up.
By who?
Well, he didn't get hammed up. He hammed up the police.
And then got...
Nigga was at the Kansas City Chief game and choked the police out.
Now,
apparently the police security came to him about not wearing his mask at the game.
Mm-hmm.
And he got into an
Bitch,
altercation.
don't even wear rubbers. You ain't worried about a mask? Choked your ass out. Boy, I ain't mad at you, Trey.
But yeah, basically something like that. But he got released. He was released and everything and was on his way back home yesterday or the day before, whatever.
No pun intended with the Back Home. And that's what the Back Home album was about, Trey. See what you did there.
So let's go ahead and get into sports then. I guess I'll kick it off with the NFL.
Oh, no pun intended again. You on the roll there. You kick it off. Go ahead.
You're stupid, bro. Kicking off with the NFL, man. As you guys know, and if you guys are watching us on YouTube, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeated the number 1 seed Green Bay Packers.
That they did.
And we whooped their ass. Nah, we ain't whooped their ass.
I ain't whooped shit. It was a good game. It looked like it was going, could have went all the way.
We could have whooped their ass, but the Tampa Bay defeated the Green Bay Packers 31-26.
It should have lost with all them fucking interceptions.
Exactly. But we jumped out into an early lead, with Tom Brady, scoring right before the half with a bomb to Scotty Miller. Yeah. Given I can't remember the score, but it was like 28-3 or something like that. And then came back out of the halftime 28-7, something like that.
No, it was closer than that, I think.
No, I'm saying, yeah, I don't know. But either way it goes. Second half though wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Tom Brady ended up throwing 3 interceptions in the second half, but luckily the defense stepped it up and was able to hold off the Green Bay Packers. There's a lot of controversy behind whether or not Aaron Rodgers will be returning to Green Bay.
I heard.
I don't know how true that would be, man, but
You're probably looking at it like shit, like what Brady did. Like, you know what, man? Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I got history here. We always do decent, but he probably can't do anything further without, trying something new.
He's trying to get one more ring before he retires, man. Yeah. But so that's the main reason why he's trying to get up out of there.
That's probably what Brady whispered to him when they hugged at the end. Hey, bro, you need to do it like I did. Get the fuck out of there.
Right.
Bro.
He said, if I win, I'm retiring. You can come to Tampa and take my
spot.
spot.
You know what I'm saying? Something. They about the same age. Nah, Tom Brady 41. Aaron like 39 or something like that. 40.
So we're going to get into how old that nigga is in a minute. But in the second game, the Buffalo Bills were defeated by the Kansas City Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes leading the Kansas City Chiefs to a 38-24 victory, leading to the Super Bowl, which will take place on February 7th in Tampa Bay, Florida. The first team to ever host the Super Bowl to make it to the Super Bowl. Shout out to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers doing what we do out here representing for the whole state of Florida.
That's a big deal, man. I can't even lie. You can't take nothing away from that. That's a huge deal.
They said that's going to be the ghettoest Super Bowl ever, bro. And I do not doubt it.
Man, if y'all was here in the lab, you'd see right behind Watts is the Tampa Bay Buck banner.
I
almost thought that was the Tom Brady one with the goals back there.
I wanted that bitch. If I could find that bitch, I would.
Tom Brady with the goals. That's hilarious.
But with the controversy behind, well, not even the controversy, but Patrick Mahomes is looked at as the LeBron James of the NFL. He's the next GOAT, playing against the GOAT,
the current GOAT. Yeah.
So they're saying in comparison to this this Super Bowl matchup is a comparison to LeBron James playing Michael Jordan, and I think it's true. Yeah. They said when you got to think about it, when Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes was 8 years old.
That's crazy. Just do the math on that. That's crazy.
And I can't argue with that comparison, bro.
I feel you, but I mean, of course, that didn't happen because when
never happened. They never played them. No.
Yeah, Jordan
he played with the Wizards, but I think
LeBron was gone.
Yeah, he was gone. Jordan was gone when LeBron got drafted.
Yeah. So
I think 2001, 2002 was his last season.
Yeah, and LeBron came in 2003.
Yep.
Damn. See, well, I mean, that's crazy to see right there. I mean, it's still going to be iconic nonetheless. Just to watch, that kind of history. And, I mean, you cannot deny Mahomes right now. You can't just say last year was luck or nothing because that man did it a fucking again and even better this year. So, obviously, you can see his true talent. So, he's, he good. He going to be here for a while.
He got the skill set, man.
Yeah.
And that boy, he's going to be here. As long as he protect himself and learn how to, slide a little bit better, he going to be good, man. He's going to be here for a while. And Kansas City is going to be set for a while. And to be honest with you, yes, I'm going with Tampa Bay Buccaneers as my team, but Kansas City has a nigga scared.
Hey, as they should.
They have a nigga scared. They have all the weapons that they need on both offense and defense to kind of defeat us. Yeah, man.
I'm interested to see,
Tyreek Hill, one of the fastest receivers out here. And then they got your boy, I can't even think of his name. It's finally his girlfriend. Anyways, the tight end for Kansas City.
Nigga by his girlfriend.
Yeah, because you know who he is, as just in general. But his girlfriend is fine as shit too. Fiance, whatever the fuck he is.
No, I'm interested to see like what color jerseys they going with all this fucking red on both teams. Like the white, one team red, the other, or they gonna have a black on one team. Have they? Black jersey,
white and red.
Yeah, I mean. I don't know. It just remind me when I used to play video games, how they used to look on the field. All that fucking color.
Yeah, whatever. Travis Kelce is who I'm talking about, the tight end, and his fine ass girlfriend. Anyways, so let's get into the NBA. Oh, you want to make a prediction for the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. I mean, you kind of summed it up. Honestly, I want to both teams winning. Okay, Tampa Bay wins. I love to see that. That story for Brady. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's already looked at as the GOAT. A GOAT, probably the GOAT. And if he wins this, it just shows. You know what I'm saying? Then he'll really be the fucking LeBron right now, which is the whole idea of I could just go to a team and just take that team to the fucking Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And I do like that storyline. But Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? He's so fucking good. He's such, and it seems like he's humble with it. I don't know his whole story.
Yeah, he is humble with it.
But it seems like he is. And it seems like his team, who was, young but also older than him, are backing him, which is good to see. They've got the kind of faith in a young guy like him. I love to see that. I kind of would like to see Tampa Bay win because Holmes, you coming back next year. We know that, bro.
Yeah.
So let go. Not say go ahead and let, but I would rather see Tampa Bay win it this year.
So a lot of controversy too. Well, not necessarily controversy. The question that's being put out there is previously we all looked at Bill Belichick as the number one
reason why.
No, not number one reason, but as the GOAT coach
for
NFL wise.
Mm-hmm.
But the conversation now has pretty much steered towards Andy Reid may actually be the GOAT coach because he won with other quarterbacks and made it to the Super Bowl and made it to the NFC championship games with other quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. Now that he has his GOAT, he has the potential to go on a run to win multiple Super Bowls versus Belichick hasn't won with anybody else outside of Brady.
Yeah, this is true.
Now, that was an interesting conversation when I heard it. So
and
I just
then without Brady,
you
can't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, so.
Ooh, that is interesting. But, I mean, it does. I think what sucks is it takes away from Belichick's legacy with Tom Brady doing what he's doing over there.
Yeah.
It really does put a stamp on it, not a good one.
Yeah.
But anyway.
All right, man. NBA news. What you got for me?
Nuba. I've been watching the games. It's nothing in my eyes that's too exciting except, some of these matchups. The biggest thing, did we even get to our episode around the time of the big trade?
Yeah, we talked about it last episode.
Okay, last episode was just a refresher. Brooklyn Nets now have a big three in Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant, who have finally got to play their first games together. They're on like their third game together because Kyrie's back. A lot of people didn't think he was coming back. Did you think he was coming back?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was coming back. I just think that nigga, like I said, he's a cancer.
Yeah, I see that too. And I'm watching his game, and yeah, he can make some big shots, but he can fuck up some shots
his
too.
Ego, I don't know what it is with his ego. Like the nigga, the Cavs gave him a tribute, thanking him for playing for the Cavs and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And then as he comes out on the court, he gonna point to his finger. Yeah, I got a ring, nigga.
Wow.
What?
Wow. Well, that's not homage to the Cavs though.
It's not the way that if you see how he looked. When he came on the court, he was like looking at smug, like, yeah, I'm still that nigga. I got a ring.
Oh, it's like, yeah, I'm the one that got you the ring.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm sure that was a confident year for him because, anyone that followed that year, although, LeBron James was on that team, Kyrie was the big pusher to a lot of those big wins. But, couldn't win without each other because it showed before and it showed after LeBron left.
Yeah.
That, it wasn't you, it was LeBron that made it happen. But while you looked at NBA-wise, like I said, no, I don't have anything as far as the update except standings if you want to go through some of them. But other than that.
Well, bro, that's your job, nigga. You supposed to be handling NBA stuff. I handle the NFL. Damn, nigga, do something.
Yeah, as soon as I pull it up, as soon as I pull this motherfucker up, just to glance, look, this will come up. The one you showed.
See, look.
Yeah.
Look how Kyrie point to the ring.
Oh, yeah, that's some jerk shit. Hell to the no.
Anyways, get to the standings, bro. That's you're supposed to be prepared for this.
Yeah, come on, dog. I got them right here. Just how fast you pull, that's how I got them. Anyway, we going into the NBA standings right now to see where we're at. So in the East, we got the Sixers, number 1, 12-6. Boston Celtics, number 2, 10-6. The Bucks still doing their thing, number 3, 10-6. Pacers 4, 10-7. The Nets, number 5. They're climbing though, because they were actually doing a little worse, but they're climbing back up, 11-8. Hawks hanging in there 9-8, and the Cavs 8-9, which I think is going to turn around. They started off good at the beginning of the season.
I told you the Cavs was dope, man.
Yeah, they started off good, then they went on a drought, and I think they're going to turn it back around and get on the plus side to stay into the playoff run. And then the Magic still hanging in there 8-10. I actually think the Magic are going to decline with all the changes that made. They seem like they're on a decline, and they're not going to come back up. New York Knicks, who were doing good as well in the beginning, they're 8-11 at the number 9 spot. And number 10. The Raptors are 7-10, so I think they're falling apart as well.
Yeah, the Raptors definitely falling apart because none of their players are actually playing like how they used to play. And a lot of people are thinking it's just because they got that big contract, bro. Like everybody got their contract.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
and it's like they're comfortable now, so it's like fuck it.
It's like the Hawks that year when they were doing good in those playoff runs with Josh Smith and all of them. And next thing you know, everybody just got greedy and they just started getting trash. Anyway, Western Conference, Lakers still hold number 1 spot with 14-4. Right behind them, the Jazz at 13-4. Clippers, number 3, 13-5. Nuggets, number 4, 10-7. Trailblazers, number 5, 9-7. The Grizzlies, number 6, 7-6. The Suns, I'm surprised they're still in there, hanging there. 8-7 for number 7 spot. Golden State still on the plus side with 9-8 at number 8. Spurs quietly are at 9-8 as number 9 spot. Number 10 spot goes to the Mavericks at 8-9. So Rockets, after the trade, they went on a decline. They haven't won shit pretty much. But what a lot of people aren't noticing is there are a lot of postponed games right now, which is a weird difference. So we don't have the bubble, but we do have a lot of games that are getting postponed.
Because of COVID and everything.
Because of COVID and them not having, the players there to make the games, so they just postponed them off.
And I also forgot to point out as well, the Pro Bowl got canceled because of COVID and everything. So, usually after the NFC and AFC divisional championships, they'll go into the Pro Bowl the following week to kind of give a break for the Super Bowl teams to get prepared. But yeah, this year they canceled the Pro Bowl.
Gotcha. So
other NFL news, other NBA news that you didn't mention is your boy LaMelo Ball is on the trade. They talking about he's on the trade block.
Hey man, Coach said when LeVar started raising hell, his daddy, about how you got him coming off the bench and and how good he is. Now LaMelo's not a trash player, by a long shot, but like Coach said, when you come in this motherfucker and you turn it over 5 times in 11 minutes, that's a problem. Do
you think that LaMelo, you have a team that he'll get signed, or do you think he's just gonna ride it out with another round with the Pelicans?
Pelicans? You mean the Hornets?
He's with the Pelicans, not Jello.
You talking about LaMelo?
Yeah, we talking about LaMelo.
Yeah.
We talking about not LaMelo. You
talking about Lonzo then?
Yeah, we talking about Lonzo. That's what I'm talking about.
So you meant Lonzo?
Lonzo, yes. Lonzo, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, that's what I'm about to say. LaMelo, because his coach has given him a lot of negative
feedback. My bad.
feedback.
That's my own edit. My bad. So Lonzo Ball is up on the trade block for the New
Orleans
Pelicans.
Damn. Yeah,
I said he's gonna end up in Charlotte
with his brother.
Yeah.
And what do they trade his brother to get here? And that'd be funny as fuck and rude. That could be a good look though, because Lonzo's not bad. He's not a bad player at all. But obviously, you see what they're trying to do there. They're trying to build some real superstar, around Zion. I don't know who they can get over there around Zion. I actually like that connection, but I don't think it's on the improvement tip. It's just kind of staying neutral, and I'm guessing that's what everybody else sees, and that's why Lonzo's on the chopping block.
They're saying J.J. Redick is also probably on the trading block.
Oh yeah,
as well.
He's probably retired. If they start trading him, he'll probably retire.
Bring him over to Lakers, bro. We'll take him.
Yeah, we need
some
that. That's exactly what
Don't
we
say
need.
we. Don't say
that's
we.
Exactly what we
Don't
need
say
over
we.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Don't say we.
I mean, ever since y'all got Schroeder, that's my team. Nigga, that's how niggas be bandwagon. Shit, once y'all picked up, oh boy. Nah, but Lakers could do very well with JJ. I think JJ will go over there and actually turn the fire on because he's a great shooter.
And he's a streaky shooter.
He's a very streaky shooter, but I think he'll be like how J.R. Smith was for the Cavs, but without the liability. I mean, he'll be a defensive liability, obviously, but without the liability.
He plays decent defense. It's not going to, it's not going to take you stellar defense, but he can do a job coming off the bench.
Yeah. Speaking of Lakers, they still need to go ahead and figure out what the fuck they're going to do with Gasol because I don't see him staying the whole fucking time.
No, I do. I like Mark. I'm sorry. I like Mark. I like Mark better than I like Pau Gasol.
I would. If they'd have kept JaVale, just think about that.
I would have wanted them to keep JaVale or Dwight, in which they still have space to get a center. Yeah. I wanted them to keep at least one of them, but I still like Mark.
I got you. I mean, he ain't showing them nothing, but okay.
I mean,
no,
they haven't really utilized. They still trying to figure out their rotations too.
Yeah, they got so many fucking people. They got to figure out how to, play with them. But yeah. So, but that's that with the chopping block. I don't hear any other news about any trades or any big things going on.
Well, after the Rockets game last night, Bradley Beal was on the bench crying.
Because
that's basically because he was frustrated. He's frustrated with all the Wizards losing and stuff. Yeah. So there's rumors about that saying that it's about time for the Lakers to make that deal. Now, if we get Bradley Beal, it's a wrap. I don't want to hear it.
I mean, yeah, it'd be a good look. And I seen there was a whole controversy because I think the double tech with John Wall and Russ.
Russ was
John Wall said it clear in the interview. He was like, you know what, it's just trash talk because they both trash talk heavily. And he was like, you know what, just to say, y'all see, Russ bust my ass all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying, on the court. So it's just trash talk. I'm glad to hear him say that versus no comment or fuck him or anything. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. They both do talk trash, and everybody know Russ, is a trash talker, but he also backed that shit the fuck up with his game. And John Wall can hoop his ass off too, but you get tired of getting your ass beat. Sometimes you just gotta talk some shit back, and that's what that was probably. All right, Russ, fuck you, man. You tired of you beating my ass on this fucking court.
I agree.
But yeah.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up with movies and shows rundown, man. We about at an hour 30 mark, around hour 20 somewhere around there. So let's go ahead and wrap it up, man. You got any shows that you would like to suggest? Don't run down my list because I know you see my list that I
only got one show. I only watch 1 or 2 shows at a time.
All right. So what you got?
I finally got on season 3 of Cobra Kai.
I told you, bro.
And that shit fire. I'm about to watch another episode tonight if I can stay awake. I'm on episode 4, I think, of season 3. So we were doing it like day by day. I'm not trying to watch 2 and 3 and 4. Just
I binge watching my shit. I finished that bitch in a Saturday.
We try to squeeze
not a weekend in a Saturday.
We tried to squeeze a little bit in before we get the kids or whatever. But it's good. Like I ain't gonna lie, it's definitely was worth the wait.
I didn't even realize I had finished that bitch. I was like, God
damn. I mean, I'll probably be over with it by the weekend myself. I already know. But I'm still looking for damn Snowfall. I got teased because
February 28th.
I was talking to my little bro, and he was like, yeah, I'm watching Snowfall. I said, the season out already? He was like, yeah. But I forgot he hadn't watched it, so he was still catching up on the first 2 seasons. And so Snowfall's not ready. But I did watch that movie that Snowfall was in.
The one on Netflix I told you about, right?
Out of the Wire.
Out of the Wire. That junk is good, bro. That junk is good.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty,
February 24th is the return of Snowfall. February 24th.
So Anthony
Mackie.
Anthony Mackie. I always just call him Papa Doc because he can't be nothing else but Papa Doc.
The
Falcon, but Papa Doc is the one I always go to from damn 8 Mile. But
I'm like, if y'all gonna build spoiler alert,
I know, right?
If y'all gonna build a super soldier, why y'all gonna make this little ass nigga a super soldier?
Bruh. But to his props, I was like, finally he's actually fairly in shape. Because remember in that movie with The Rock and fucking damn, what's Boston dude name? Fuck.
You talking about I don't know what you're talking about.
The Rock and your boy from Boston, the Ted dude. What's his name? I'm drawing a blank. It's my favorite. Mark Wahlberg. That movie when they do that little Miami, it's based off a true story, and they rob this rich dude, this rich prick, and they spend all his money.
I don't think I watched that one. I know which one you're talking about.
I'm sure you have. But anyway, he was supposed to be on steroids in that movie, but he was like sloppy as fuck.
Yeah, I started watching, but I didn't finish it.
But yeah, to Anthony Mackie, he's never been like fully in shape. Especially you're a whole Avenger, bro.
That's why he had to get in shape.
Yeah,
Avenger.
You're a whole Avenger. I mean, not saying you gotta look like Thor because that's very hard to do, I'm sure, but you got to come with it. But he actually was in decent shape for this movie.
Yeah, and that was actually good music outside the wire, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
Netflix actually been dropping some stuff like it's low key. You just got to be on it.
Yeah.
Which sometimes it can be overwhelming, but it is some good stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of good stuff that's going to be dropping soon. Of course, All American season 3. I know you don't watch All American, but it's about a football show. Coming out of LA. Out of LA between Beverly Hills School and a Compton School. Which is kind of it's good. If you ever get an opportunity to watch another show, I got on it late. I started watching it late last year, and I finished it season 1 and 2. But season 3 just started maybe 2 weeks ago. I suggest you and the wife to like it. I think she would like it.
Gotcha.
Also, as well, American Skins, which is a movie that a lot of people have been talking about. I haven't watched it yet, but it's on Amazon Prime. It was supposed to be a theater release movie, but it's on Amazon Prime. It's one of those pay to rent type of movies. Everybody said that it's worth it, and it's on my short list to watch, as well as One Night in Miami, which is also on Amazon Prime, but that one is just on regular Amazon Prime, so you could just watch that without paying the extra. And I don't know if you had the girls watch it yet, but you gotta watch Soul on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, we watched that when it came out during holidays.
I meant
twice.
I meant to bring that up 2 podcasts ago, and I keep forgetting.
Yeah, we watched it when we was in Florida. He sat there. I'm talking about watching it. Yeah, Jamie did his thing.
Yeah, he should definitely win an award for that movie, man. What was his thoughts about it?
I thought it was deeper than
way deeper than
I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like typical, like cheesy. You know what I'm saying? Like Will Smith, Aladdin cheesy type shit. Yeah. But it was real good. You know what I'm saying? I think there was a message for grown people, young people, and it was a smooth little movie. It wasn't as predictable as you would have thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminded me of that movie Inside Out. You seen Inside Out?
I did see Inside Out. Inside Out's good too.
It was very good actually. Yeah. So something like that, but just it was deeper than that. But I liked it. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you more. I told the last episode about WandaVision that's supposed to be coming out on Disney Plus. I'm gonna get
my nephews and niece been watching that. I can't. I peeked in. I just maybe I need to sit.
It's not. It's. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, and I'm watching it only because I'm invested into the whole storyline.
Yeah,
but that shit's slow as fuck. It's slow as hell. I know. I get the theme that they're kind of doing and all that stuff, and it's trying to build up to it. I think it may be like 8 episodes. I think episode 3 was the last one that was released, but these first 3 episodes been super slow, and it's like get to where the good stuff is already. So only reason I'm watching it is because I'm investing into the story.
I don't even know what the good stuff would be. It just seemed dry, bro.
Because it's supposed to open up the world of the multi-dimensions and multi-universes and stuff to where I don't know if you heard the not controversy, but the theories is Spider-Man 3 is supposed to be like the Spider-Verse movie. Have you seen the cartoon Spider-Verse movie?
Yeah.
So the theories that out there, the fan theories that out there, is that they brought back Jamie Foxx to come back and do Electro. They also brought back the actor from
the first Spider-Man, right?
No, from the first Spider-Man, not the first Spider-Man, but they also brought back the first actor out that did Doc Ock in the first Spider-Man when Tobey Maguire was doing
the fat
it.
one.
So they brought him back. Okay. So the theory is that they're trying to do a real life Spider-Verse, and Wanda's supposed to be the way that gets set up because she's creating all this other stuff to come back into reality. So apparently we're going to get Tom Holland Spider-Man, which is the current Spider-Man. We're going to get Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and we're going to get maybe even Leonardo DiCaprio, who's supposed to be a Spider-Man back in the 90s when they first pitched the movie out there. And they also Andrew Garfield, I think that's his name.
Something like that, yeah.
From the second Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man. So we're supposed to get all of them in the movie as a real life Spider-Verse, and Wanda's supposed to be the one that's triggering all that. So that's the only reason why I'm watching it, just to kind of be invested in the storyline.
You let me know when it get good and if it's worth it. I just right now, the little pieces I've seen them watching.
Yeah, it's slow. And I'm keeping it a buck with you. I wouldn't invest for anybody to watch it if you're not really interested in all that storyline stuff.
I am.
You're not a real nerd. You're a fake nerd.
If there's a way I can just get to the good stuff without watching that bullshit, then let me know.
You're a fake nerd, like I said. Anyways, but the most winning app right now, bro, HBO Max has been announcing movies left and right.
And, all right, we just canceled our shit, too.
Bro, HBO Max been dropping movies left and right. I know there was a lot of controversy behind Wonder Woman 1984 dropping and stuff, which, kind of gave it some bad rep. But, bro, I don't know if you've seen these lineup. I know you see the lineup I just posted, but I don't know if you've seen these previews. Go look at the preview. Have you seen the preview with Denzel movie?
Yes.
The Little Things.
Yeah.
The murder mystery movie. That joint looks amazing. I got a theory behind that, and I guess it ain't no spoiler, but I think Denzel's the killer.
Oh, one of them type things?
I think Denzel's the killer.
I wouldn't put it past.
And that's coming out on January 29th, so that's going to be coming out this weekend. So I might be posted up watching that this weekend. Mom's supposed to be coming in town, so I might watch it with Mom's. Okay. I know she'll appreciate watching that. Also, as well, man, another good movie, great movie that's supposed to be coming out is, it looks great because I don't know. Is a movie about the Black Panther and Fred Hampton, one of the founders of the Black Panthers, Judas and Black Messiah, coming out on February 12th. Okay. Starring Daniel Kaluuya, I can't necessarily pronounce his name, and Lakeith Stanfield. Both of them were in Get Out. You might know Daniel Kaluuya from Marvel movies. He was also in Black Panther the movie. But yeah, man, that looks amazing from the previews. So I hope that it lives up to expectations, man. So shout out to Daniel Keith and Lakeith Stanfield and Daniel Kaluuya. All right. Also in March as well, man, we got the Justice League Snyder Cut. I know you said you're not looking forward to the Snyder Cut, but this is supposed to be like a completely different version of the Justice League, and it's supposed to be 4 hours long. Damn. And for it to be 4 hours long, that shit better be good. It better be good.
I'll get it theaters another shot.
Well, it's not the theaters, though. This one's not coming to theaters. This one's coming straight to HBO Max because it's not necessarily technically a Disney DC release. Mm-hmm. This movie was released. This movie was supposed to be the original Justice League that was released, but because of some family issues, I think his family got sick or something like that, the director, Zack Snyder had to pull away from the movie. So that's why it was remade into the crap movie that it was seeing, because they had it released. They had to put somebody in place to kind of make what it was. But this is the real version that the fans kind of been pushing to see, because they want to see what he was actually working on, because he was the original creator for the Justice League. So hopefully it lives up to the hype. For it to be 4 hours long, I would expect for it to be.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Also as well, man, and that's coming out sometime in March. They didn't give it an exact date yet. Also as well in March, we got Tom and Jerry. I know you like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But Tom and Jerry, bro, this shit, it looks like a
cartoony, or
it looks like a Space Jam type of cartoon, where it's they're in the real world type shit. But the preview looked good, and I was shocked that this shit looked good. I was like, damn, what the hell? I didn't see that preview. I used to watch Tom and Jerry as a kid, but I never was a fan. I was just watching because it was
Same here, yeah, because it's always the fuck on.
Yeah, but this actually looked pretty good, man. Mortal Kombat is coming in April 16th. I know I'm just a Mortal Kombat fan. You're not really a video gamer like that, so
Mortal Kombat I watch. If it's based off what is it going to start the storyline over again?
I don't know. So they haven't really released the trailer for that, but that's the anticipated movie that's coming out on April 16th. Also as well, I don't know if you've seen the trailer for it, but make sure you look at the trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yep, seen that shit. Does look good, though.
That looks great.
Yeah.
And that's coming out on May 21st. Of course, we usually always have a big movie come around our birthday.
Gotcha.
me and you. Like, you know, there's always
Or
somebody.
fight.
Or fight or whatever. Yeah, Mayweather fights or something like that. So I don't know if that's going to be the movie, but hopefully, you know, we get something else around our birthday because, you know, that's the way that we celebrate.
Gotcha.
Also, we got Space Jam, A New Legacy. There was a clip that was leaked by LeBron James. Did you see that clip?
Nah.
The clip that was released, it actually looks a little bit, I guess, you know, it didn't show no details behind it, but it was a pretty good clip. Let's see if I can see it. It was a pretty good little clip, and it looks kind of fairly interesting. I guess it didn't look like the old, because it didn't look like the old Space Jam.
Yeah.
But it was basically just like a little rocket of them in the arena, and LeBron looking crazy at it. But it looked interesting, though, from that little clip.
My dog can't act, but okay.
I mean, none of these niggas can act. You saying like Jordan could act in that shit. Jordan was just being Jordan.
He was just being Jordan.
Also, another movie that's coming out on November, and that's coming out on July 16th, Space Jam, A New Legacy.
Okay.
Also, on November 19th, King Richard. A lot of people haven't seen the previews for this, but I did some research behind this because I was like, damn, Will Smith got something coming out on HBO Max. So King Richard is a movie with Will Smith portraying the dad of Venus and Serena Williams. And basically how he raised Venus and Serena and how he brought them to success. I just thought it would be something good, dope to look
I'm
at.
sure.
So I
I think they would be.
I think that's a good story, but I'm like, nigga, you do not look anything like their daddy.
Like ass, yeah.
They daddy is God. Boy, when I sit here and tell you, boy,
Well, he dark as hell.
no, they daddy is ugly as fuck.
Oh man, leave that man.
No homo.
They might have uglied up Will.
No homo Will, but I had did my research behind that, and then finally December 22nd, a movie that you've been looking for, Matrix 4, nigga.
If it come the fuck out, come on now. Damn, did they even have a trailer? They don't have a trailer for that.
No, they don't have
one
a trailer for that one. I'm probably filming that one now. Between Matrix and goddamn Avatar, them shit's supposed to be coming out forever.
Golly.
Avatar 2.
I'm sure this whole pandemic fucked everything up with them kind of movies, because them kind of movies would have been multi-billion-dollar blockbusters.
Yeah, you seen Scarlet Witch got pushed back like 3 times.
Got to, yeah, because of everything going on, yeah.
They're trying to get, and they said the reason why there's been a lot of pushback is because when these actors sign on to do movies, they signed to get that blockbuster theater release and get paid off of that. So if they don't get that theater release, then that's kind of like they losing money. Either that or the companies, whoever the studio is, could get sued by the actor.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why they've been pushing Scarlet Witch back. I think Scarlett Johansson been kind of like threatening to sue them if they don't release this out in theaters.
Damn. So, I mean, it makes sense though.
Yeah.
Especially like look at Keanu Reeves and all that money he made from the Matrix 1 with that deal he made. Everybody thought was stupid.
He's not gonna be in Matrix 4.
Keanu Reeves?
He's not gonna be in Matrix 4. I guarantee he's not gonna be in Matrix 4.
Then what the fuck are we watching?
They might reboot that bitch with like a younger Matrix or some shit.
Come on, don't do him like that. Keanu gonna be in Matrix 4, bro.
I guarantee you.
Why not?
We could put a case of dew on. Matter of fact,
All right, Skip.
Let's put a case of dew on that bitch. Red Stripe
Skip.
beer. Let me stop.
Skip.
Come on, Skip.
How many cases you down now? Don't do that, dog. You're gonna hurt my feelings just you saying that shit.
I guarantee he's not gonna be in that bitch.
Yeah.
Anyways, man, let's go ahead and wrap this thing down.
You already know it, dog. Well, anyways, thank y'all for listening. Shout out to anybody who does catch us on the regular. My dog Dante, my dog Dallas. Shout out to the Beautiful Brains and Beauty Part 2 or Times 2, who has still yet to invite us on their podcast. We're looking forward to that. Shout out to everybody else that checks us out. But if you want to find us individually, my social media, you can follow me on Instagram at AnwarW_357. That's ANWARW_357. Watts.
Yeah, man, this is your boy Watts. You can hit me up on Instagram and Twitter at Watts4. That is WATTS4. And you can hit up the Locker Room Banter podcast crew on both Instagram and Twitter at LRBanter407. That is LRBANTER407 on both Instagram and Twitter. And the Locker Room Banter podcast show on Facebook from the Locker Room Banter podcast crew.
We out.
Listen twice.